guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we're playing some Duelist Kingdom duels. It's a little... they just do it by type. They give you different areas, or I guess it'd be attribute. We're doing fire, we're doing hazy, so what they do, all fire monsters are increased by, I think, 600 or something crazy now. And then you have an activatable skill that'll increase them by another 600. So it makes it pretty easy to do out there. Now, you also start with a spell card of Kindling or Rekindling in your hand, which will let you special summon any fire with 200 or less defense. So that's a lot of different Hazys, just not particularly our Sphinx or Periton, but Hydra and Cerberus are always going to be able to be special summoned by Rekindling. And the thing is, you're always going to have Rekindling. It just starts in your hand. It's just a +1 in your hand for playing fire. So it ups your assessments, all sorts of different stuff. Cool little PvP event. And yeah, you're facing things like Earth and Dark and Light and all the different attributes. But fire, they just recently buffed it. It's crazy, guys. So we're still doing all the other hazy stuff. I don't want to go over the deck too much. You guys know what hazys do. It's just Hydra for those XCs. So I'll let all the replays do it since they're a little different way to PvP. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei. This is the fire background. It's pretty awesome. Konami puts a lot of effort into the backgrounds of this duel map. They obviously have for Master Duel too, so it'll be interesting. See, we start with Rekindling just in our hand. This boy's going Wind, he's going Harpies, so that makes all the Harpies really, really strong. He's going Elegant Egotist. XCs into Cyber/Harpy Lady. She's a natural 2900, now she's 3100. With 2 back row sets, it's a good start for our boy over there. The only problem is, you can't target this boy. He tries to target me with Forbidden Chalice, or Forbidden Lance. Can't do it. Can't target Cerberus. Has to target his own Harpy Lady, which means I can use our skill to bump him up by another 600, so this is a 1000 monster. Now a 2200 untargetable monster, and we destroy his Cyber/Harpy Lady, so pretty rough start for him. He's going with a Channeler. Nothing to discard with the Channeler though, so he has to go into Perfumer into Elegant Egotist. Our little Cerberus is only down to 1600 again, but Cerberus is just so good. You can normal summon him without tributing. He's buffing all his wind monsters up. But once he's destroyed, you can add a Hazy card to your hand, and it's not just a monster. We can search Hazy Pillar, and now Hazy Pillar is going to really let us get these monsters out pretty easily. I also used Ultimate Fusion. We do have a Trishula. Problem is, they gotta have a different name, and these are all Harpy Lady. So it's not 3 monsters with different names, but you use a fusion of your enemy's monsters. I'm not quite sure how that combo works. I'm gonna test it a little more, but in theory, we should be able to summon Trishula with this with just 3 different monsters. I don't think that's exactly how it works, though. But anyway, we got a Basilisk. He's got 3 on him. We also brought out our Hydra with Rekindling. Neither of these boys are targetable. Easy monsters to swing over. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a My Valentine. We're going first. This boy's using Earth. Earth used to be strong. Earth used to be a 600, but now they've bumped it down to 100, which is probably better because people are just running Magnets or Trimids and just crushing people, really. So here we got a Hazy Pillar, Periton, however you say his name, brings out a Sphinx, and a Hydra, and a Sphinx. That's going to be a Basilisk. When you use Hydra, you get to attach another piece of material. Now it's Trimids. He's still going that Earth Trimids. He's going Hunter, throws away another Cruiser. Plays Golem over that Cruiser. That's going to be a search of a Sphinx. Now he ends his turn. We got Star Blast. We really needed monsters in our hand, but that's okay. We banish 1 monster with Basilisk. We make another Basilisk. We use the Hydra, so that's going to be an extra instance of material. This boy's going to move his fortress. He is banished for good now. But he was able to special summon his Sphinx thanks to removing Golem. Golem lets you special summon for the sand. He's 4,100. Our Basilisk was 3,700. We used our skill, bumps us up by 600, and then we killed his biggest boss monster. We still can't be targeted. So all this back row is great and all, but we still can't be targeted. He puts a cruiser over a fortress, which lets him return Sphinx to his hand. Still no means to bring his Sphinx out, though. We get a Cerberus. We're able to normal summon with Hazy Pillar. He's got a Trident Pulse. He can target Basilisk, but that's about it. Now we're going to Star Blast. That's a big Cerberus. We could have just did it with the Hazy Pillar, but not a huge deal. Still can't target us. Try pulsing my Hazy Pillar this time, but we have another Hazy Pillar. Left a little Dancer out there. We're going to pillar out a Hydra. Hydra's 2,900. We're going with that Basilisk once again because we know he has a Sphinx. So we're going to banish the Dancer and then finish him off for lethal. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are versing an Akiza. We're going second. She's using Dark. I think they buffed up Dark a little too. So we got our Star Blast. But we have a Hazy Pillar anyway. Our boy just sets one. So we're going to show him how easy this is for us to overcome and punish this field, especially with a Pertin. That's Hazy, that's Hydra. That's another Hydra. 2 Hydra plus 3 monsters is 3 instances of material, and 2 more from the graveyard due to the Hydra effect. We could even add another with our Hazy Pillar, which will let us banish his face down, and then we're still at 5 instances of material. Use Rekindling, so really nothing should have touched us, and we had an instance of lethal damage. Great stuff, right? Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going second. He's using Wind. 30 cards in his deck there. Oh man, I think this is Yosenju's. Okay, so we have Rekindling. He's going Tenki. His turn is done, so we're about to come at him real hard with these Hazys as we top deck a Hazy Pillar. That's going to be Pertin. Boom, Sphinx. Boom, Hydra. Sphinx. Bring out another, Cerberus. That's a Basilisk with 3 monsters. Then we get to add 1 more due to the Hydra effect. Then we get to add 1 more due to the Hazy Pillar. Then we're at 4.1k swinging at him, not worried about triggering Destiny Draw. Just going for 1 massive swing. So here now our boys randomly got Ra's Disciples. So, pretty random. We're going to normal summon our Cerberus. Should have done it with Hazy Pillar. So what I did here, I added the 6th instance of material to Basilisk before I banished one of his Ra's. That way we keep the 5 instance the whole time. Bring out a Hydra with Rekindling just to kill that boy without doing 2k damage because we're going to lose him in the end phase. And use our biggest boy to destroy a defense position monster. Here he's got Comma 2. Just an 1100 damage, not a huge deal, and we can even Veil it. So we use Veil, took no damage, got a free summon. So now we got Pertin. He's untargetable 2200, so we're swinging for lethal. He gets knocked down to 0 by Wall of D, so no instance of Destiny Draw for that boy. He attacks my Basilisk. Barely does any damage though. Top deck of Fire Monster, it's all we need for Pertin. We could have normal summoned it and did a level 4 Xyz, but we're not going to do that. Look at this mad lad. When you summon 2 monsters at once and you get Floodgated, both of them get Floodgated, so they both got Floodgated. But remember what skill I'm using? I'm using Ultimate Fusion to try to abuse Trishula, but you can bring Trishula out just naturally. All you need is 3 monsters with different names on the field. Trishula's ready to go. I'm not using its second effect because it wasn't done with all dragons, but it's a 2700 beat stick out of 2 Floodgated monsters and a Boxer, so I mean, Yeah, this guy just throwing the stall sink at us here. He's got a Dijin who can't be destroyed when he has material, because he just detaches the material instead. So we get one instance of material off him. He's got an Izna. He uses a Mystic Box. Good combination for Yosenju's, considering you get your monster right back. He's using Raw for it too, which is a little cheesier. Anyway, we get a normal summon our Sphinx with this Hazy Pillar. We built a trap card. I kind of knew that was coming. I was almost gonna pick Spell, because our deck's pretty low. But we hit the trap anyway. Now we get a normal summon of Pertin. We hit that boy. We're gonna hit him for 2200, but he's got another Kiteroid. So he's really just stalling as hard as he can. Brings out comma 1. Doesn't matter that we can't be targeted. Izna. That's another Dijin. But we have tricks for Dijin. We're gonna use Sphinx, bring out a Hydra, bring out a Basilisk. Use that Hydra, now we're untargetable. Now we banish that boy. Swing for lethal, he's got a Kiteroid. Swing for lethal, he's got OEM. But OEM's not going to be able to keep up with our manipulation of attack. So he would get Sphinx's 1900, but we're obviously at 2500. So not much he's going to do. Top decks and passes his turn. And finally scoops. Great stuff, guys. Alright. Here we are facing a My Valentine. She's been super popular. This person's using fire as well, though. She's using Aroma strategy, which means it's just generally Hazy as well. So this is Mirror Match Hazy. We set 2, use our Hazy Pillar. That's a Pertin. Pertin's gonna bring out Sphinx and Hydra. Sphinx is gonna bring out another Hydra. We're using 3 monsters. We're using 2 Hydras. That means 5 instances of material for this boy. When you have 5 instances of material, this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. This card cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects, and he gains all that attack for all those extra Hazy, as our boy scoops. So fire is OP now, guys. You use a deck that uses rekindling like Hazy like this, and you just get a rekindling. You get massive attack on top of monsters that were already just about building massive attacks, so they get crazy, and people aren't used to so many non-targetable monsters as you saw fighting all those harpies and stuff, so it really gets it to them. So I just really wanted this level 2 monster they're giving us in this event, so I had to go hard, and this one is working quite well. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.